Today, I want to talk about the top 3 things to avoid doing when you are going through a heartbreak. The truth of the matter is, going through a breakup or divorce is one of the most difficult things that some may experience. After all, you've dedicated time, love, energy, and effort into a relationship that now no longer exists. So what are you supposed to do moving forward? Let's discuss what to avoid so that you can find success, love, and happiness after you're able to heal your hurt. When going through a heartbreak, the first thing you want to avoid is allowing your former relationship to define you. Ultimately, the former relationship was a part of your life, and that's understood, but it is not the totality of your life. So regardless of how things ended, that does not define what kind of person you are. If you're healthy, if you deserve love, if you're ever going to be loved again, that does not define you. A lot of times what we go through in life, we allow it to overwhelm us and define us. But there's so many aspects of our life. And so we have to understand that that's one piece of the puzzle and ultimately something we can learn from so that we can move forward with success into our next chapter. The next thing that you're going to want to avoid is self-destructive behavior. When going through a heartbreak, it's extremely painful. And there's moments where nothing will make sense and you're going to try to understand why you're going through what you're going through. But the truth is, engaging in self-destructive behavior is only setting you up for more failure down the road. So examples of self-destructive behavior would be drinking or alcohol, or smoking, or other drugs. It could also include trying to jump into a new relationship, starting dating apps right away, having excessive sex, things like that you feel like immediately cover up the pain. But remember, it's only temporary because underneath the surface is where the real pain lies. And the truth of the matter is that pain will rise back up eventually. And so it's better to deal with it head on instead of tacking other problems and dramas on top of it. Underneath those insecurities are your injuries, and we must uncover that layer so that we can address those injuries and those insecurities and heal ourselves so that we're going into the next chapter more successfully. When we cover them up with people or going out or drugs and alcohol, it makes it more difficult to uncover, and then in the long run, it also makes it more painful to deal with. So don't try to engage in self-destructive behavior, which goes right into the third and final thing to avoid is avoid beating yourself up and instead choose self-care. So self-care is going to be so important during this time. It's easy to try to engage in other behaviors like maybe staying busy, staying late at work, drugs, alcohol, things like that. But self-care is going to be key. After all, the emotions that you're dealing with are difficult and sometimes may feel unbearable. But it's going to be important that you remind yourself that you're loved, that you're cared about, and that you matter. And so that will be shown through different self-care activities. You can engage in meditation and reflection and yoga and exercise, getting your body moving, things like that. This will also help you to uncover some of those struggles that you're dealing with internally instead of trying to cover them up. Because remember, they're eventually going to come to the surface. And so if we can address them firsthand without waiting, then we won't struggle down the line. I understand that going through heartbreak and divorces and things like that can be extremely painful. But do not allow that situation to define you. Do not allow yourself the excuse to engage in self-destructive behavior. And don't allow yourself to be placed on the back burner. Choose yourself first so that you can find success after your struggles. And most importantly, heal that hurt so it does not keep you stuck, but instead you move forward with success. So if you're looking for support on this healing journey, definitely check out my free 4-day challenge, which you're going to love. It's in the comments below. And before you go, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.